In the small town of Ravenshadow, a sinister legend whispered through generations spoke of a cursed mirror hidden within the dilapidated mansion on Blackthorn Lane. Brave souls dared not approach it after dusk, for they believed the mirror harbored an entity that thrived on fear. One moonless night, a skeptic named Alex, fueled by curiosity, ventured into the haunted mansion armed with only a flashlight. As the creaking floorboards echoed with each hesitant step, the air grew thick with an otherworldly tension. In a decrepit room, Alex stumbled upon the ominous mirror, its surface tainted by time. Ignoring the warnings etched in the town's folklore, Alex stared into its depths. His reflection wavered, morphing into a grotesque version of himself, a twisted grin etched across its face. A sudden gust extinguished his flashlight, plunging him into total darkness. Panic set in as whispers echoed, shadows danced, and an unseen presence brushed against his skin. Alex fumbled to relight the flashlight, but an eerie silence fell, broken only by his increasingly erratic breaths. The room seemed to close in as he glimpsed fleeting figures in the fractured mirror, apparitions of the mansion's tormented past. Whispers became wails, and the air grew colder with each passing moment. Desperation consumed Alex as he realized the mirror fed on fear, manifesting his deepest terrors. Shadows contorted into ghastly shapes, and malevolent whispers taunted his every move. Frantically, he tried to escape the room, but the door slammed shut, trapping him within the nightmare. As he stared into the mirror one last time, a monstrous version of himself emerged, breaking through the glass. The room echoed with maniacal laughter as darkness enveloped him. In Ravenshadow, the legend of the cursed mirror persisted, a cautionary tale for those who dared to seek what lurked beyond the veil of reality. The mansion on Blackthorn Lane stood in eerie silence, its haunted mirror absorbing the fear of those who underestimated the power of the supernatural. A warning that nightmares could become all too real. Days turned to weeks, and the townsfolk noticed Alex's absence. Whispers of the cursed mirror intensified as the mansion on Blackthorn Lane seemed to breathe with a malevolent energy. A group of locals, led by a skeptical yet determined investigator named Emma, decided to unravel the mystery. Entering the mansion, Emma and her team felt the air grow heavier with each step. As they reached the room containing the accursed mirror, a sudden drop in temperature sent shivers down their spines. The atmosphere crackled with an unsettling presence. As Emma examined the shattered glass, the room's temperature plummeted further. The mirrors that once reflected the ghastly visions of Alex's fears now seemed to capture the tormented souls that lingered in the mansion's history. In a chilling moment, the investigator's breath fogged the air, forming words on the mirror's surface, an anguished plea for release. The spirits within sought redemption, and the mirror yearned for closure. The team, now aware of the supernatural forces at play, conducted a ritual to free the trapped souls. The mansion quivered as a spectral wind howled through its halls, and the mirror, once a portal to horror, shattered into 1,000 pieces. With a blinding light, the spirits were released, and the oppressive aura lifted. The once cursed mansion on Blackthorn Lane fell silent, its dark secrets buried with the shattered remains of the mirror. As the townsfolk cautiously returned to Ravenshadow, the legend transformed. No longer a tale of fear, it became a story of redemption and the thin veil between the living and the departed. Yet some say on moonless nights, if you listen closely, you can still hear the echoes of laughter and whispers that linger in the abandoned halls, a reminder that some horrors once awakened never truly rest. Though the mansion appeared to regain a semblance of normalcy, an unsettling aura persisted. Emma, haunted by the events, couldn't shake the feeling that the supernatural forces had merely retreated, biding their time. One by one, the townsfolk returned to their routines, but their dreams were plagued by distorted reflections and ghostly echoes. The once cursed mirror had scattered its malevolence like seeds, planting nightmares in the minds of Ravenshadow's residents. Emma, driven by an unrelenting curiosity, delved into the town's archives. Her research unveiled a forgotten chapter, an ancient ritual that bound the spirits to the mansion. The shattered mirror, while a vessel for their torment, had only weakened the spectral seal. Determined to sever the supernatural ties, Emma enlisted the help of a seasoned medium. Together, they conducted a ritual to confront the lingering entities. The mansion's walls groaned as ethereal apparitions materialized, revealing the tales of tragedy and betrayal that bound them to this plane. Through the medium, Emma communicated with the tormented spirits, guiding them towards forgiveness and release. As the ritual reached its climax, the air crackled with energy, and a blinding light engulfed the mansion. When the light subsided, the once haunted mansion stood silent, free from the clutches of the supernatural. The townsfolk, now unburdened by the weight of fear, felt an unexpected peace settle over Ravenshadow. Emma, having faced the darkness head-on, found solace in knowing she had unraveled the mysteries that gripped the town for generations. The tale of the cursed mirror transformed into one of redemption, resilience, and the enduring power of the human spirit. But as the townsfolk slept soundly once again, Emma couldn't shake the feeling that, in the world of the paranormal, closure was a fragile concept. The shadows, though momentarily vanquished, always found a way to linger. And so the town of Ravenshadow remained vigilant, knowing that the line between peace and the supernatural was thin, and the nightmare might not be over.